Hello everyone, good morning. Today we discuss about the new subject that is management accounting. We have started our first unit, introduction. What do you understand by management accounting? Management accounting is a combination of two words, that is management and accounting. Management, it refers to the functions of planning, direction, control. These are the functions of the management which has to perform the manager in an organization. And accounting, it refers to the recording of the business transactions or compilation or analysis or presentation of various financial transactions. Means it helps in the preparing the profitability and achieving the objectives of the concern. So, management accounting is a form of or system of accounting information as required by the management for planning, direction and control of business activities. In the sense that management has to perform various functions, that is planning, control, direction, and they required accounting information related with the managing decisions. It is known by the management. Now, definition of management accounting. Management accounting is concerned with the accounting information that is useful to management. This definition is given by Robert Anthony. You have to write the author with the definition in your examination paper. Now, second definition, it is given by the T.G. Rose. Management accounting is the adaptation and analysis of accounting information and its diagnosis and explanation in such a way as to assist management. Assist management, it helps the management. So, management accounting is the process of identification, measurement, presentation, analysis, interpretation and communication of accounting information that assists the management in planning, decision making, direction and control within the framework of fulfilling the organizational objective. That means the management and accounting. The management has to perform the functions of the management also and accounting also. Management is planning, control, direction, supervision, leadership, etc. And accounting functions, compilation of records, recording of transactions, analysis and interpretation of the data. And why data is analyzed? It is analyzed for the future projection, which is used by the management. Now, nature or characteristics of management. Nature of characteristic, what is the nature of the management accounting? Means here, what are the special features of the management? First is both as a science as an art. As a science, it is also termed as a science. In this, data are collected systematically and analyzed with the help of various formulas and techniques. That's why it is called as science, because science has different features. Means it has particular theories, it has particular formula, and the science is a systematic study of variables. That's why it is termed as science. And why it is art? It is also the creativity. Art means the creativity. So it is subjective judgment and various needs of the organization are also taking while taking any decision. That's why it is termed as art. Second point is accounting service. It provides accounting services to the management, which means necessary informations are provided to various levels of management. Various level, top level, medium level, lower level. It requires information at each and every level, and these services may be financial or non-financial. Next, integrated system. Why it is known as integrated system? It is integrated system because various techniques of different subjects are used in the process of data collection, analysis and decision making. Means once the data is collected, analyzed and future decisions taken on that particular data, it is known as integrated system. Means it comprises of cost accounts, financial accounts, statements, industrial psychology, economics, business laws, quantitative techniques, etc. Next, more concerned with the future. Why it is more concerned with the future? Because the decisions which are taken by the management, it is based on the historical data, and the future objectives are only achieved by the management on the basis of this accounting. It is more concerned with the future rather than connected with the past. It helps in determining policies for future to make forecasting and to help the management in planning and budgeting. Next, selective nature. Why it is known as selective nature? Because it selects the best alternative out of the many alternatives available, and which seems to be more attractive and more profitable. Means it only present those figures and facts before the management which are useful for managerial undertaking and decisions. Now, more emphasis on the nature of element of cost. The element of cost is basically important head in the cost accounting. Element of cost means it laid emphasis on the recognition and study of the nature of various element of cost, whether the cost is fixed or variable or semi-variable or other than these costs. Several techniques are there to signify it. Various techniques such as standard costing. In standard costing, actual cost is compared with the standard cost or predetermined cost. Marginal costing is that costing which occurs in the making of one additional unit. Cost, volume, profit analysis means cost, volume and profit. These three are compared at a single level of the product. Now, cost and effect relationship. It laid emphasis on cost and effect relationship. It laid emphasis on this relationship of different variables in financial accounts only. Or in financial accounts only PL is prepared, but in management accounting it examines the causes of such results, why the loss is occurred or why the profit is occurred. And in PL it is only it tells about only the result of the financial year. Rules not precise and universal. It is not universally applicable because different concerns has to make different rules and standards according to their distinctive uses. For the analysis of data through accounting, they are the same, but it differ according to their use. Now, it supplies information, not decision. What does it mean? It only supplies information. Decision is ultimately taken by the management. It only compare the records, analyze the data, compile the data, but the ultimate decision is taken by the management. The role of management can be compared to a map. Every traveler carries a map with him, but he does not ask the map where he should go. Yet decisions are taken by the management on the basis of these informations. Achieving of objectives. Accounting information is used in such a way that organizational objectives and targets may be achieved and efficiency may be improved. Now, we discuss about the role and importance of management accounting. Role and importance. Role means what the main role of management in management accounting. Why the management accounting is necessary for the management. Its importance, right? First is, it is also termed as a tool of management. Second, increase in efficiency. Through management accounting, the management knows about the weaknesses or criticisms of the operation or processes in and concern. So, with the help of these analysis, it keeps control over the different factors which are not suitable for the organization. So, in that way, it increases the efficiency of various business activities. Once the targets are fixed in advance, on the basis of forecasting and planning, and later on actual performance is compared with them. It helps in increasing the efficiency of the enterprises too. Next is your proper planning. Management is able to plan various activities with the help of accounting information. What does it mean? Management have a proper planning to achieving the objectives of the organization in the near future. After compilation of data, after analyzing of data, it comes to a result that proper plans should be made to execute the project. Budget is prepared for each department. The workload of every individual is fixed in advance, and activities are planned in a systematic manner. Next, measurement of performance. What does it mean? It also plays an important role in measuring the work performance through the techniques of standard costing and budgeting control. What do you understand by standard costing? Standard costing is that cost in which pre-cost of any operation of any process is determined, and it is compared with the actual one. हम पहले भी आपको बता चुके हैं कि जब एक्चुअल परफॉर्मेंस और स्टैंडर्ड परफॉर्मेंस में जब हम कंपेयर करेंगे, इफ़ द स्टैंडर्ड परफॉर्मेंस इज़ more than the actual performance, then it is better, and when the actual performance inefficient with the comparison of standard performance, it is inefficient. Now, effective management control. Effective management control is a continuous process, you everyone know. That means in this context, complete and detailed information in respect of execution of every aspect of business should be collected. Means once any business is started, you have to know about the every aspect of business, in which manner business has to be execute, in which time the business has to be execute, where the business has to be execute. You have to know everything. After that, it should be properly edited and analyzed. If there is any shortcomings in that project, you have to edit them, and again analyze the project whether it is correct or not. So the management have better control over the operations of the business. Next, improved services to the customers. What does it mean? Improved services to the customer. If the management is in the decision, it takes correct decision regarding the achievement of the project, it gives better services to the customer too, by reduction of cost of production, by increasing the efficiency of the employees, by maintaining the standard quality of the product, by the services rendered to the customer is more good, efforts are made to achieve the targets. This improves the services to the customers. Now, maximizing profit. What does it mean, maximizing? Every organization have an objective to attain the maximum profit. The main target of every organization to gain maximum profit out of their business operations. Various techniques of management accounting are used to control the cost of production and to increase operational efficiency. It results in maximizing the profits too. Next, prompt and correct decisions. Prompt and correct decision, it provides continuous information and analysis to various levels of management. Why it is necessary? For taking right decision at right time, and the decisions taken by the management immediately. It needs proper, prompt and correct decision regarding the achieving of the objectives. It is very necessary for the management to take accurate decision at right time. Only then it can achieve their objectives. Reduction in business risk. This is the last point. Reduction in business risk. The collection and analysis of historical information in management accounting provides knowledge to the management in respect of fluctuations and their causes and effect. So they can prepare their plan to the effect of trade cycle, seasonal fluctuations with the help of reduction of business risks. They always prepare a plan to combat, to cope with the different situation arising in the business environment, such as fluctuations, trade cycle fluctuations, or natural calamities and anything. Just today, the main business risk is at a phase which we are coping with. हम जिस फेस में इस समय चल रहे हैं कोविड में, तो इस समय बिजनेस रिस्क क्या होगी, इसको ध्यान में रख के हम अपने प्लान्स को, मैनेजमेंट अपने प्लान को एग्जीक्यूट करती है. थैंक यू. Today, hello, good morning. Today we discuss about the scope of management accounting. Scope means the area in which management accounting is applicable. First is financial accounting. Financial accounting is also known as general accounting. Various financial statements are prepared and data collection on the basis of this accounting only. It provides an useful and meaningful base to the management accounting. Means in financial accounting, balance sheet is prepared, PL is prepared, trade account is prepared, ledger account is prepared. It provides the base to the management for taking decisions. Second one is cost accounting. Cost accounting, various aspects of cost accounting such that standard costing, marginal costing, budgetary control, differential costing, etc. are helpful to the management for planning various business activities. Means standard costing, हम पहले भी बता चुके हैं कि स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग में स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्ट प्री डिटरमाइंड कॉस्ट होती है और आपका एक्चुअल कॉस्ट, आपका जब काम प्रोसेसिंग होती है और एक्चुअल में जो कॉस्ट आती है वो एक्चुअल कॉस्ट होती है, उसके डिफरेंस को हम लोग जब पढ़ते हैं उसको बोलते हैं स्टैंडर्ड कॉस्टिंग. मार्जिनल कॉस्टिंग, व्हेन one additional unit is prepared and the cost incurred in producing one additional unit, it is known as marginal costing. So these are the various techniques of cost accounting is applicable in management accounting. Now budgeting and forecasting. Budgeting means plans, policies and goals of an enterprise. Means how to plan for achieving the objectives, what policies are framed in achieving the objectives, and what are the goals or objectives of the enterprise which the management have to accomplish with in quantitative terms for a definite period in future. After the completion of period, actual performance is compared to budgetary figures. Budgetary figures means predetermined figures, and the efficiency is measured on the basis of that predetermined cost. Forecasting, it is a prediction on the basis of the past trends, current information and future possibilities. Means forecasting is a judgment, whereas budgeting is an organizational object. Both are useful for the management accounting too. Next, inventory control. Inventory control is an important technique of management accounting. Through inventory control, the management came to know about the stock in their organization, how they have to control the inventory, how, in what way it was dispatched, in what way it turned into raw material is given to the processing house. That means inventory control is an important tool. It is an important technique for cost control and efficiency of the enterprise. It involves determination of different levels of stock. डिफरेंट लेवल्स अभी हम आपको आगे पढ़ाएंगे. मटेरियल्स, जिसमें आपका मिनिमम लेवल, मैक्सिमम लेवल, इकोनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी, रीऑर्डर लेवल, एक्सेट्रा. रिपोर्टिंग टू मैनेजमेंट means reporting to management implies with the internal reporting and external reporting. Internal reporting, it is information to the management, and external reporting, it means information to outsiders, stockbrokers, banks, financial institutions, investors, etc. Now, interpretation of data. Interpretation of data, it is also very important, and it is as important as compiling of financial statements. When we have collect the data, analyze the data, so we have to interpret the result, and after collection and analysis, it is an important phase of the management. Thus, management accountant interprets various financial statements and presents them in simple language to the management. कॉस्ट एंड स्टैटिस्टिक्स. देखिए, आपको पता है कि इन कॉस्ट अकाउंटिंग, इन फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग, इन मैनेजमेंट अकाउंटिंग, वेरियस स्टैटिस्टिकल टेक्निक्स आर यूज्ड to analyze the data. So various statistical methods are used for the purpose of cost control. How to control the cost in an organization? It is used by the management in management accounting. Next, tax accounting. Tax became the part of management accounting. How? Because with the help of tax account, the management came to know what the implication of taxes are lying on their organization. मीन्स उनको कितना टैक्स देना है, टैक्स का क्या बर्डन उनके ऊपर है, प्रोडक्शन में क्या कॉस्ट में उनको टैक्स उनका होता है, कैलकुलेशन ऑफ टैक्स लाइबिलिटी, पेमेंट, टाइमली पेमेंट ऑफ टैक्सेस टू द गवर्नमेंट, एक्सेट्रा. Internal audit. Internal audit means it is to assess the performance of various departments. The objective of the internal audit is and to make the system of internal control effective. देखिए, internal audit and internal control, these are the two things of auditing. Internal audit, it helps the management to assess the performance of various departments, and internal control to control if there is any criticism in the processing of different departments, how to control, how to overcome that difficulties. It also helps the management in fixing the responsibilities of different individuals too. Next, office services. This responsibility covers data processing and reporting about the utility of different office machines. Last is specific techniques of accounting. Some specific techniques are used in management accounting by the management regarding the decision making for the product and for the attainment of the objectives of the organization too. Such that decision accounting, responsibility accounting, control accounting, development accounting, revaluation accounting, etc. Now, functions or objectives of management accounting. What are the functions which has to be performed by the management regarding the attainment of the objectives or functions? The functions of the management accounting is divided into two categories, that is operating functions and theoretical functions. Operating functions means the functions which are performed during operational processes. First is recording of data. Recording of data, the data, when the data is collected, it is recorded into different groups or subgroups. And finally, it is analytical reports are drafted on the basis of these sub-records. These reports provide information base for the management. It means it provides base for the management. When the data is collected and it is analyzed, it is divided, analytical study have been made for the particular data, and it provides base to the management. Second, validating the data. Validating data by management accounting, it should be ensured that the data which is available by the management, it is complete and accurate and at a certain predetermined level of significance. Means the data should be accurate. It is according to the organization, it is according to the processes, it is related with the department, it should be accurate. Next, interpretation of data. Interpretation, it involves impartial, concise and objective explanation of data and its analysis. The management accounting analyzes, interprets financial data in a simple way and presents in a non-technical language. Interpretation means after collecting the data, after preparing the reports, after analyzing the data, this is the responsibility of the management to interpret the result on the basis of the above information. Now, communicating the data. When it is communicated to proper person at proper time, it is very important and it will give fruitful results also. For this, several reports and statements are used. Means while communicating is also necessary after the interpretation of data. It must be communicated by the management at each and every level of management within proper time. Next, theoretical function. Theoretical functions involves, first is help in forecasting and planning. The management has to fulfill the different operations in the organization, and they forecast and plan various different plans for the achievement of objectives. Help in organizing. Once the plan is made, the forecast is made, the task is ascertained, then the organization by the management should be in process. Means while organizing different employees for the attainment of the objectives. Help in controlling. Controlling means when the organization is made and the employees are recruited at each and every level of the department, there should be a proper control over the every department in accomplishing their objectives. Help in communication. There should be a proper coordination and communication between the departments. Once the process takes place in one department, the other department should also informed about the process prevailing in the first department. There should be a proper communication and coordination between the employees of the organization or different departments in accomplishing the projects. Help in decision making. This is the very important function of management to take the prompt decision relating to the attainment of the objectives. Motivating employees. If the employees are capable, skilled, experienced, and their efficiency is improved, so it will be motivated by the management, such as giving bonus, commission, etc. to the employees. Now, difference between financial accounting and management accounting. It is very important topic. What is the difference between financial accounting and management accounting? Here are three divisions. First block is tell about the basis of difference. Second block financial accounting, and third block is management accounting. First basis is it is for external and internal users. So अब external और internal users financial accounting में क्या है? Financial accounting it is only for external users only. जो बाहर के आउटसाइडर हैं केवल उनके लिए फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग है, सच एज इन्वेस्टर्स, शेयर होल्डर्स, गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटीज एक्सेट्रा. While as management accounting, it is mainly meant for internal users. Means it is only used by the internal management or internal employees. Second accounting method, it is in financial account, it is based on double entry system. But in management accounting, it does not base on double entry system. Third, statutory requirements. In financial and accounting under company law and tax, it is compulsory to satisfy various statutory provisions. What do you statutory means? Under the law. Means under the company law, the company has to register and to fulfill the various requirements of the legislation. But in management accounting, it is optional and it is adopted according to its utility. Fourth is analysis of cost and profit. In financial accounting, it shows only profit and loss, does not show the cost and profit for individual product, process and department. Means it only tells about the overall loss or overall profit, not the cause of the loss or profit. But in management accounting, it provides detailed information about product, process and department. Next, past and future data. In financial accounting, it records the transaction related to the past. Means it represents only past or historical records. But in management accounting, it concentrated on the future data, but it takes into account the past data for future projections. Periodic and continuous reporting. In financial accounting, balance sheet and PL are prepared usually in a year. But in management accounting, it is not concentrated on yearly basis. It concentrated maybe on frequently basis, such as monthly, weekly, quarterly, daily, etc. Accounting standards. Financial accounts are prepared according to the accounting standard issued by Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. But in management accounting, they are not bounded to accounting standard. Use any practice that generates It uses any practice that generates useful and beneficial information to the management. Types of statement prepared. It prepares general purpose statement such as balance sheet and PL. While in management accounting, special purpose statements are prepared. Means some statements performance reported, sales manager, etc. Publication and audit. PL and balance sheet are published for general use and also sent to shareholders audited by CA. It is also for internal use, neither for generated use nor audited by CA. These are the differences between the financial accounting and the management accounting. Thank you.